Attention gamers. There are two types of League players, those who follow the meta, try to improve and climb from consistently getting better, and then those who are in an endless pursuit of the cheese, the strategies that allow you to just stomp without having any skill whatsoever. I'm in the second group, and my latest idea revolves around playing these champs, going support, building full freaking AP, and basically perma-roaming like a jungler who doesn't clear jungle camps. And what I learned is that this can go one of two extreme ways. Either it starts with the level 1 invade going Mr. Butterworth's booty smooth, where you herd dog their crusty cat turd away from his gromp while your jungler gets a super early advantage. Then you conveniently show up bot when your ADC wants to kill themselves, because you know the 2v1 will have the enemies so horny for a kill you could see little itty bitty boners on their dead greedy corpses after you kill them. You are constantly being the most annoying little short circuit around the rift, cleaning up kills. You and your jungler are more aligned on the mission than two synchronized swimmers that are also lovers by night, as you pick their stone acne ridden rolling rock and then hit a round 2 rendezvous on Inspector Gadget. You are turning into the killer custodian just about everywhere on the map, cleaning up little cuck wads like your official job title is Jagoff janitor, which leaves you so fed that every time you do the bathtub toaster up your asshole routine and run at people, they all die with ease. The bot laner that you totally abandoned no longer wants to report you, because every time you do visit home she gets a fat payday, and thus by the 15-minute mark you are averaging either a kill or an assist per minute, while the enemy is most definitely spam pinging their thresh and calling him racist nicknames because you just diffed his entire family with that performance. Or the game Snowballs, no pun intended, the entire opposite way, where in your head you think your jungler is with you at the start, so your first gank gets less follow-up than a patient whose doctor died, while the foxes plan to introduce you to her tower works like a charm. Bot lane is a lost cause because turns out Caitlyn carries bear traps on her, and you are in fact riding a type of bear so logically that's just not gonna work out. Every time someone is glowing like an anus on an ulcerative colitis commercial, you are completely alone in wanting to see them disco, which is painting you as the team dumbass. The one time in the game where your teammates do decide to play around your borderline inting ideas, you are reminded that this cheddar cheesy strat can and does work when the boys are willing to turn their brains off with you. But then it's quickly back to you getting spam pinged by the Obama you orphan who isn't shy in pointing out your flaws, to the point where even when he himself is positioned worse than a porcupine on a moon bounce and dies because of it, you can clean up all you want, but his death will still be your fault, and thus when the strat goes bad your co-workers have their pitchforks out calling for you to be banned. And after dozens of games resulting in both outcomes, I've determined that it totally relies on how much my jungler is willing to listen to me, but 99% of the time in League that's not going to happen. So you know what I did? I paid to have a solo queue teammate listen to my calls. Now when it comes to purchasing friendship online, you need to be careful which site you use. I don't want to mention names, but most of these are programmed to sell your data straight to someone that you don't want to have it.
China!
And so I found Tapin.gg the safe place when it comes to this. As you can see, I just put my name, whether I'm looking for a skilled teammate to do as I wish or just hang out with a lady, but in this case we all know what my objective was. I also set my preference to someone talkative so that we could shoot the shit, and bam mom, I've got a match. So I see all this guy's creds and then open with a line that's never worked for me on Tinder either. But I needed to make sure he was the right fit before he got hired.
Bruh.
Luckily I can just reroll this biz like this is a ram, and double bam Trapzilla over here was gonna be my man. We exchange a quick bit of super game relevant small talk, and then he agrees to jungle for me and listen to my calls. Granted, they are amazing, which I know they are, so he gets the job. I just click this handy dandy Discord button and he has a comfy room with snacks all set up to chat. Then I swap to my client. I have an invite waiting for me, no fumbling over adding people on Discord or in game. I'm thinking this is like royal treatment here, but I like to be able to visualize the people I'm playing with, and muscular neck photo was too cut off for me to tell.
Okay Trapzilla, where are you from?
I am from Turkey.
Dark hair?
Yeah, dark hair.
How much do you bench?
70 or 80 kilogram.
Damn, that's sexy.
Also, I am tall.
Okay guys, meet Trapzilla, my new purchased BFF, and little did he know he was about to prove that if people just listen to my calls they will get super fed. But we get into game and the first thing he says is this.
Normally I could dodge that, but let's see. I hate Lulu Vayne. Kassadin thing if they get late.
But clearly I just had to demonstrate the raw skill I was planning to bring to this game. Anyways, he starts feeding me tips about Diana Jungle.
Use that plant to get your passive earlier.
But what he doesn't understand is that I marched to the drum of my own beat and I was going to be the one doing the teaching here.
Okay, unlucky.
Anyways, I tell him next time he should be mid with me when I do that, and he says yes sir like he's a Timo voice line as we double dive that hoe and he gets the kill for all my hard work. Then I tell him to post up in a patch of river pubes and I will meet up with him to make memories, knowing damn well that obese oak tree will be pathing, so we get another easy kill.
Keep listening like this, I need to make a point.
Yeah, I am.
But I wasn't being fully transparent with him.
What's your peak league, by the way?
Grandmaster.
Really? With which lane, with champ?
Yumi only.
I don't like Yumi players, man. I don't want to be disrespectful, but you know what I mean.
And for a brief second my pure pettiness to defend my own fake identity came over myself, and the next time we set up a slaughter I stole the kill because of it. But it set up a Drake that I wanted no part of because a floating octopus was in the area and had reached the age where he could do things that were totally bullshit, so I just posted up in the weeds and got ready to unload everything I had like an ejaculating pork sword, and then I flashed away to let him kill my ADC instead.
Okay, you outplayed that Kassadin.
Damn right I did.
But then he's all trying to make small talk with me.
What time is it in USA right now?
It's time for you to get your ass bot side so we can gangbang the Arrow Simp and her fairy godmother.
Which goes well despite me dying off like the latest crypto coin because Dirty D still gets another fat double. Then I take a quick hiatus from being a pro coach / grandmaster Yumi main to take some time for myself up top, you know, roll a bubblicious bowling ball into some old fern and then chase him until he makes the dumb decision to look me in the eyes right when it would get him killed, and Papa Rav gets one for himself. But the man is now legendary and starting to believe in the strategy.
From now I will just listen you. You get me fed? And I owe you.
So I tell him let's keep an eye on the neighbors' dogs because I have a hunch that Professor Oak is gonna be heading over to give them their treats, and this ball of mine may as well be a crystal one because I'm basically predicting the future as he gets pinned in the cove and killed. Then we were casually turning top lane into Howling Abyss when Garen decided to show off the black hole that he keeps inside his skull, so we all show off ours as well by following him in, which turns into a genocide of all RGB color on all our screens one by one. But not Mr. Fed Trapzilla. No, this man has been injected a baker's dozen kills and no diabetic big-handed fern is gonna stop him from tearing their team apart until I'm back up and I tell him that he may be worth the shutdown of a lifetime, but he's gonna bait this void-ridden calamari into a kill, which okay may have been a bit of a stretch, but I sure as shit wasn't gonna let him down after making that call. Anyways, the boys that I didn't pay to listen to my calls are getting caught like carp with rusty hooks in their mouths, so I set up a big frozen fart which was a tad anticlimactic, so I just make like a birthing baby and head out until I see Trapzilla en route to Cleanupsville, so I turn this infected jizz-ridden disco ball of an ability around and start bitch bowling myself into the spectators section of this fed as all fuck Dirty Diana's pending stomp fest.
How good are my calls?
Extremely.
So at this point me and Trapzilla are like two peas in a murder-ridden pod setting up alley-oops on little glitter tits like we were born to do so. Then something weird happens where my own teammate is fighting with me to give me a blue buff.
I can gift that. I can take it. Ah, my pet.
Saying it's because of his nationality.
No, man. I am Turkish person.
Oh, I'm American, we just try to find ways to get offended over dumb shit that other people say.
Anyways, the plan is to start breaching the base, but the combination of me running around the map with my paid duo and him playing Diana, the most broken bullshit champ ever, has resulted in a little bit of a one-sided performance, but I'm taking full credit and sticking to my guns that this will happen to any solo queue teammate who listens to my calls.
Stay here, I will protect you.
But yeah, every teamfight has the enemy watching TV back in the 1960s until it's just one more and it's just my BFF Trapzilla setting up a kill for me.
Kill it. It's your... You deserve it. You deserve it.
Fuck.
Nice, nice. Good job.
So yeah, I think I speak for everyone when I say damn Rav, you really made your point, but I did tell this man I was a Grandmaster Yumi, so I feel like I owed it to him to buy a second round, which sponsored plug is super easy to do with tapin.gg, just one click of a button here. And oh, did I mention setting up payment info on the site is easier than using your mom's Amazon Prime account to get free Fortnite skins. It's just a simple form like this, but Tapin also has a ton of duos and matches that you can get into for free in case you are just looking for a teammate who won't troll and you just want to make friends. So before we get into my attempt at faking being a Grandmaster Yumi, one trick you should check out my link in the description, because using it will give you 50% off your first paid friendship on Tapin. Okay, let's get into it.
Are you using your phone while playing Yumi?
Pretty sure that's what Grandmaster Yumi gameplay looks like, but anyways, me and Trapzilla go our separate ways. I leave him an appropriate tip to symbolize our relationship, and then I end by thanking Tapin for sponsoring the shit I say and asking you to go check out their site. Rav out.